All right, welcome back to Salt City Counseling. Once again, my name's Scott. I'm a licensed therapist here in the beautiful state of Utah. This video is once again feral me. I didn't have any client appointments today, so I'm just in casual mode. This is another video having to do with high conflict divorce and custody matters. Specifically, should you tell the court that you believe that your ex has narcissistic personality disorder or particularly borderline personality disorder? And this is something that I encounter a lot. A lot of people call me. They get consultations. I get a lot of people that contact me for consultations. I've had many over the years. And one thing that I frequently hear from folks and individuals is that they told the court that she has, or they believe that she has, borderline personality disorder. And it never goes well. And this is the topic of this video. So before I dive into it, let's get some housekeeping out of the way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and all that. Smash that like button. But if you like my content, you want to support it, go to the link to buy me a coffee. To hit that tip jar. It helps me to keep good content like this coming to you for free. Okay, if you want to ask me a question, I like viewer questions, scottc@saltcitycounseling.com, or you can leave a question in a video description, though there's not a guarantee that I will see it. Let's get into this, okay? You believe that your ex has narcissistic or borderline personality disorder. Now, I find that is kind of one thing to tell the court, like, I think this person is a narcissist, because some people have a little bit of an inkling of what that actually means and what that actually looks like. Borderline personality disorder, though, however, is the vast majority of people have no idea what is going on with this, what it means, what it's about. A lot of people haven't even heard of it. A lot of you watch my videos after you had heard of borderline personality disorder and you discover this enormous rabbit hole. And you watch my videos on BPD or borderline personality disorder and you realize, like, holy crap, this is a big thing. And a lot of people encounter this. A lot of people experience this. A lot of people get a lot of trouble from this particular disorder, or individuals who have this disorder. Should you tell? So let's get this out of the way. Should you tell the court? Should you tell the attorneys and the clowns? Sorry. Should you tell the judge or commissioners that you believe that she has borderline personality disorder? So no, you should not. Absolutely not. Do not. I've encountered a lot of people that have done this, and it almost universally has backfired on them. If you tell them that they have BPD, it tends to backfire. Why it backfires necessarily, I don't entirely know or understand. I think maybe they just see it as you trying to slander them or build a case against them or discredit them. And then they tend to see you then as the villain, as the bad guy, as the one who's essentially fabricating or making up some sort of diagnosis just so that you can slander them. No, you should not go to court and say, well, I think that she has borderline personality disorder. I don't even care if there's even if they've had a therapist or a psychologist or whomever diagnose them as BPD, still don't. I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, but it came from a therapist. It came from a psychologist. Well, it's not that simple. It's not that straightforward, because they would want you. Let's say they decided to pursue this and they agreed to pursue this. They would want you to provide the documentation proving this. Well, good luck getting it. If you call a therapist or a psychologist and be like, hey, can you give me some documentation that shows that my ex-wife or whatever has BPD? They're going to be like, no. And he'd be like, please? Pretty please? No, they won't. Don't ask. Don't even ask. The answer will be no. Don't even ask. Don't even pursue it. And so in that case, it's sort of a moot point. Even by the way, even if you get a letter from a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a therapist or whatever, and it's printed in gold leaf or whatever, and it's in a really nice frame, and you put it on on the judge's desk, they're going to be like, what am I supposed to do with this? They don't know anything about borderline. They know nothing about borderline. The vast majority of therapists even don't have a really solid grip on BPD and what is going on with this, on why it's an issue, why we should care about this issue, what it has to do with you, what it has to do with your custody case, and what it has to do with your children. They have no idea. They have no idea. They don't know or understand or link it to or correlate it to the manipulation or the dishonesty or the lies or the parental alienation or the emotional abuse or the myriad of other troubling, disturbing, or bothersome behaviors that we see with high conflict parents, right? They don't correlate those things together, and frankly, they don't care. They don't care. Okay. One of the best pieces of advice that I could give you when it comes to family court is accept they don't care about your kids. Just accept it. They don't care about your children. If you happen to be in a courtroom that does seem to give a crap about your kids, count yourself amongst the lucky ones. You're one of the fortunate ones. So first of all, again, they don't correlate these things together. Second, they don't care. And frankly, it's futile to try. It's futile to try and get them to understand this. They don't want to. They don't care. You can't make them care. You can't make them want to care. You can't suddenly spark their interest and be like, maybe we should look at this. They won't. They don't care. And they just won't. Trying to explain or help these people even understand something as complex as a personality disorder, frankly, is like explaining algebra to a monkey. You can't teach your dog how to make a sandwich, and frankly, family court is dumb. I mean, this is just like you ever see the movie Idiocracy? I didn't actually see it, but I've heard. I've heard a lot about it. I intend to watch it at some point. I think I've pretty much got the gist, and I'm sure I would watch it like this, like, like, yes, that is us. Thanks, guys. Thanks for rubbing it in our faces how dumb we can be. And that's just family court. Trying to explain this to them, I mean, there's no point. You wouldn't try to explain algebra to your dog. They're frankly not. They can be that smart if they chose to be or if they wanted to be, I suppose, but they're not. They're willfully stupid. Family court is willfully stupid. There, I said it. Okay, so as much as important as that, I know that is going to be for you, as important as that point is for you, let it go. Okay, don't go to court and be like, they have a personality disorder. Expect it to backfire. In that case, expect it to backfire. Expect them to use that against you and use it as a way to make yourself look less credible. That's just kind of what I've seen. And so even if I've worked with a kid who clearly has a narcissistic or borderline parent, I skip it. And if I'm providing documentation to the court on some of my observations and issues and concerns or whatever, and I feel like the parent has a personality disorder, I don't even bring it up. I just skip it because I just know what I'm dealing with. That's the sad truth. Okay, do yourself a favor, man. Just don't expect family court to make sense. There, I said it. So, anyways, don't do that. Just let it go. You have to let it go. You've got to work around it. Okay. I feel like there are other ways to go about this that are more effective and more important. And so, but that's probably going to be content for a different video. If you would like that video, leave a comment, hit that like button, and all that stuff. Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.